Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are covering our second ever Alliance War gameplay. We are coming up against Kobe, or Kobe, I believe you pronounce. A great alliance by the looks of it. They have great defender placements, a decent war rating, alliance rating. So yeah, a hard opponent for sure. So the first champion we come up against is a rank 4 5-star. I'm guessing double duped and beyond Juggernaut. By the looks of it, full Mystic Dispersion as well. I'm not too sure on that though. But also the double dashback bug is still going on as it's the 13.0 update and not the 13.1. So you will see that we did have a problem with that thing later on in the gameplay. But yeah, so for now, Juggernaut, it really is a patient fight, and when you're using Star-Lord, you do need to keep up a high combo, as it's still going to be a long fight even with Star-Lord. So if you keep getting hit, then you're not going to do too much damage. You really do need to pretty much have your fingers crossed for the crits, as they do the most damage. You can see there I was doing absolutely no damage. It was ridiculous. But you have to also be aware, because this Juggernaut has Mystic Dispersion, you don't really want to be going over at SP2, because then if you get yourself trapped in the corner, you need to obviously hit him away. And if he's on SP2 and beyond, then it's likely he can push to his SP3, which does a lot of damage, and it can possibly even knock you out if you're not at full health, or it depends on the power index from the champion that you're fighting. But you can see here, the node that we're actually on as well also power drains you every so often, which means we can't actually get our specials off that much. So it really just is getting the SP1 off now and then. We can't push to a SP2, especially because of his Mystic Dispersion. If we kept fighting with combos, then he would eventually just get his SP3. So we did do a nice patient fight. We didn't get hit there. 42 successful hits to knock him out, so that wasn't too bad. But again, it does take a little bit of patience to do so. So now coming in the second node, we are up against the power start 2, so this starts with 2 bars of power. So I was expecting a Hood or Dormammu, but it was actually a Magic, which I was surprised about. So I guess the better option for this fight would be a Star-Lord, but Gwenpool's an absolute beast anyway. Now what you need to pretty much think of Magic is her Limbo, and of course when she activates Limbo, then all the damage you do during that Limbo time, she actually has a chance to regenerate back. So she actually gains the health back, as you can see there. So we do have to be cautious while we're doing damage. But you can see here that Gwenpool doesn't take like any damage. She absolutely destroyed Magic. So you can see that she could be great for Labyrinth of Legends against Magic. But of course a Star-Lord is a better option. But we do take that out very, very easily indeed. And I was very, very happy because I got away with a Dormammu or Hood. So I was like, right, yeah, this is going to be an awesome gameplay. No mistakes at all. So now we go into this node. Now this node is pretty much just a stun immune node with basic nodes, incoming. But you can see here, as we go in the fight, it's Dormammu. Now this is really annoying for me, because not only is it stun immune, so it means I have to like bait out his heavy attack, which can be tricky to evade, as you can see there. But the reason why I was struggling so much is because of the double dash back. You just couldn't evade back, and you can see I wasn't even like able to bait his heavy. But we do manage to start doing a bit of damage. We are degenerating though, 183 per tick. But you can even see here, like the actual SP1 is tricky to evade. So, and we also do get very, very fortunate with the power drain there. But the main problem why, like I said, I couldn't do this fight is because it's just a double dash back. I have fought Dormammu in Alliance Quest 13.1 with Star-Lord, and I've almost soloed him, and that's on map 6. So he is really a lot easier now. So Dormammu's won't be too much of a problem anymore now that the double dash back is fixed. So I wouldn't exactly recommend going for the 5-star Dormammu, because see here, we just get absolutely wrecked. And we are knocked out, but it's not too big of a deal. Just one death against a tough opponent. Some people would get knocked out by that Juggernaut that we saw earlier on. So I'll take the L. It is a shame that the game was bugged though, because I definitely wouldn't have died. But you just have to move on. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, it is just one death, and in Alliance War, it's better that you just clear your path over than deaths. So as long as you clear your path really in the end, and you get the exploration for your team, then yeah, you're going to be good. But you can see here, of course, Dormammu is poison and bleed immune, so this classic Ultron that I have, he's not going to do much damage, and you can see he is really, really weak as well, even with boosts. So that is why I've been saying buff classic Ultron, which I'll have another video on. But we see here, we got absolutely destroyed by Dormammu again. Because of the dash back, we couldn't avoid his heavy attack there, but I believe Ultron did have a bit of armor up before, so that's yeah, so that's a little bit that's a little good thing about him, is the damage that he takes from maybe special attacks and, you know, regular hits. That kind of is good, but I mean, the regular Ultron, you know, he gets armor as well, and he also gets regeneration. So to actually fix classic Ultron as a 5-star, I do believe regeneration will fix it. But you can see here we are up against a Thorns node, and I figured to myself, are we going to use the Ultron? What should we do? Then I figured, if we use Gwenpool, then, you know, I have a chance of it being bleed immune. So I went in with the Ultron, and as you can see, I really do wish I did use the Gwenpool, but, you know, it is just a Mordo. It's a 550 4-star Mordo, so we can take him down pretty easily. Just by, you know, baiting his specials. But Mordo can be very, very tricky because, of course, he does jump around very, very fast, and the power gain is a problem. But to actually prevent the power gain, if you actually hit him, so you have to, like, pretty much time your combo. So if you actually hit him even once, as soon as he gets the power gain stops. So that's very, very interesting, and it's a nice way to counter Mordo. But you can see here we do actually get a SP3 on Austin, but Mordo doesn't do that much damage at all. Then when you go back into the fight, the regen's weak. But on a Thorns node, you do have to be careful. But you can see here, Mordo didn't even regen, so we did get lucky there, as it would have been a bit more of a problem. But we just did, you know, do the final bit of combo, and then I did go ahead and launch off the SP3 as he got his SP3, and then we did successfully get the 20% damage, which is very, very crucial. And I mean, in this fight, if I didn't get a 20% damage, then he wouldn't have been knocked out. So yeah, it was a very, very nice final kill here from Classic Ultron. So he's not the worst of champions, but like I said in my kind of rant video, he is a reward for Ladder Breath of Legends. So it is a shame he's not too much better. People say he's a trophy champion, but when you spend, you know, people spend like thousands of dollars on this quest, and you don't want a trophy champion from it, do you? I mean, the trophy from it is pretty much like Kang, if you was in the top 300 like I was, or top 30 for Thanos. But yeah. So for our final fight, we are up against a Hyperion, which I find very, very easy, as you guys know. You just have to really bait out his specials. And yeah, I never like get Hyperion's SP3 on me. I don't want to jinx anything, but it is really, really straightforward to bait. You just really want to make him look like you'll open up and he can hit you, and the SP2, SP1 goes off very, very quick. And of course, when you're using someone like Gwenpool, the bleed really does help you out on top of the regular damage. But you can see here, it looks like he's going to get his SP3, but we was open, and he did go ahead and use his SP2. So this was a pretty decent Alliance War gameplay, only one death. You know, this was a tough alliance, and we did clear our path without using any items. In terms of, you know, potion revive wise, we did have the boosts, but we did go ahead and win this war. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel to see more Alliance War gameplay and other videos. Also, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. But guys, I am out for now. I hope you have a great day or night, wherever you are. Peace.